Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. 3 things that separate HBAR from other cryptos. So I think you can probably all tell from some of the videos that I've done that I am a HBAR enthusiast. I'm not a HBAR maxi. I do hold other cryptos as well, but HBAR is definitely one of the cryptos that I have real good faith in its future and its potential. So for the guys out there who are maybe thinking about getting into HBAR, or people who maybe just want some reassurance about their investments in HBAR, just thought I'd give 3 reasons as to what I think separates HBAR from other cryptos. Because, there's people out there who's maybe watching these videos thinking, hey, I'm thinking about buying HBAR, but I'm not sure. Or people who've been stuck in the bear market right now and they're feeling a bit negative. So they're being a bit unsure, having the worries, the doubts. And maybe this will just give them some reassurance in regards to what they hold. So the first thing that I would say that separates HBAR from other cryptos is the council members. Okay. So as you can see from this image here, I'm not going to go through all of them because I've done a video explaining all these. So I'm not going to go through all these right now. But you can see there's many council members who are with Hedera. Okay. And okay, you may not class these as outright partnerships, but these are all companies that have a stake in Hedera's future. And let's just be realistic here. You're not going to become a council member of a company unless you feel comfortable and confident about the potential of that company, right? You clearly see the potential of where it's going. You want to be a part of it and you want to aid that company, in the right direction. So when you see this many partnerships, I can't think of any crypto that has this many partnerships. Okay. I will say, Ripple have made a lot of partnerships with banking. So it's a completely different type of utility as to what Hedera are doing. So that's more specific in regards to XRP. That's more of a, payments token, liquidity, etc. But with regards to these kind of companies that, Hedera have, it's very unique. I can't think of any companies that have these many council members that are aiding their company to success. So this gives me a lot of comfort. And one of the ones that I always shout out here is just Google alone, because I know how big Google is. We all know how big Google is, So if there's any of these logos on here that you're a bit unsure of, I think we all know Google. We're all watching YouTube right now. This is how this video is being presented to you, and that's owned by Google. So you can clearly see that they've got a lot of big players backing them. So that's definitely one thing that would straight away give me a lot of confidence. Okay. The second reason what I think HBAR has that separates it from other cryptos is the hashgraph, right? So if you think about blockchain and the technology, blockchain is still brand new, right? It's still very early in its stages, okay? Still a brand new technology, still figuring things out and still being innovated upon. But now you've got Hedera that has the hashgraph, which is an even newer technology and a more unique technology. So I will say this because I try not to be the maxi kind of a kind of content creator, but it doesn't necessarily mean that just because Hedera have the hashgraph that every company is going to want to come to them, right? Because it just depends what companies' wants and needs are. So for some companies, it might be better for them to use the blockchain rather than using the hashgraph. Or it might just be that although they would rather use the hashgraph personally, it might be that the other crypto company has something that's a bit more tailored to their needs on the blockchain. So it's like, yes, we would go to the hashgraph if we could, but there's other things that this other crypto company doing a bit more specified to what our company would want. So yes, we'll take the hit and go on the blockchain because this crypto is more tailored to the needs of what we want. But the hashgraph is definitely a unique thing, and it is a powerful tool that it has that I can only think of one other crypto, if I'm thinking rightly, that has a hashgraph, and I think that's DAG. I'm not aware of any others. If there is any others, feel free to obviously let me know, but I'm not aware of any others that use the hashgraph. So straight away, that's an even newer technology on top of what is already brand new technology in terms of the blockchain. So that definitely separates them from 99% of cryptos, right? It's one of the only ones that's using a hash graph. So yeah, that already separates them. Okay, and the third thing that I would say that separates HBAR from other cryptos is the price point, the early entry price point, right? If we just look at when HBAR first came into circulation, it was 2019, okay? So essentially, HBAR has only really seen one bull run, okay? So in the next bull run, it has a lot of upside price potential, right? Because the thing is, when these bull runs happen with these altcoins, the multiplier effect gets less and less each time, okay? So if you think about some of these maybe top 10 cryptos that have maybe seen, 3 bull runs, right? The next bull run that happens, the multiplier effect isn't going to be as strong. So HBAR should be one of the better performing cryptos in the next bull market, right? Because it hasn't had as much of a multiplier effect from multiple bull runs. Now that's obviously not guaranteed, but just going by the logic of it being one of the newer created coins. So if you think about it like this, if you think about Bitcoin right now, yeah, and you wanted to invest in Bitcoin because, it's the OG crypto and it's had the highest price point. Well, okay, you put whatever money into Bitcoin. First of all, think about how much money you're going to need to invest because you want to, try and make good money back out of this, right? Well, now think of what the multiplier effect would be for you to get good money out of Bitcoin. So if you think of Bitcoin at its last all-time high, which was around $60,000, so you're talking it's going to need to go to $120,000 just for you to double your money in profit, right? Now, if you think about what you could put into HBAR, which could be significantly less, and what the multiplier effect would be for you to make a profit out of HBAR, it's going to be way easier, right? Because if you put money into HBAR now and HBAR goes up to, let's just say, $2-3, you're going to make way more of a profit overall than you would putting your money into Bitcoin and waiting for Bitcoin to head up to $120,000 just to double your money. So you getting in now in these early stages is your chance to benefit from being an early investor in a crypto to really see your profit. Because right now, Hedera is still in their early stages of development, right? They're still getting their partnerships together. You've got the council members still being added on, and they're still in the early days of laying their foundations. So while people may think Hedera should be way further than what they are price-wise, you've got to understand this is still early days of not just Hedera, but crypto in general. We're still in the early stages of all this technology. We're literally watching it expand and evolve in front of our very eyes. So if you become one of the early adopters of this, this is how you end up benefiting from this long term. And I think if you get into Hedera now, you're getting a very good price point. Not financial advice, but I do think personally you're getting yourself in a very great price point for what it could be in the future. I think you'll definitely look in hindsight and feel like you got in at a great time, because I think HBAR will be a lot more valuable in the future. That's what I'm banking on anyway. So there you go, guys. That's 3 reasons as to why I think HBAR is separate from other cryptos. I do think HBAR is definitely one of the major players in the crypto space, and I'm definitely looking forward to its future. I hope this helped, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.